Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Today I'm thinking of doing a 24-hour-ish readathon. It is currently Friday afternoon, like just after 5:30. I'm in the mood to read. Well, I'm in the mood to listen to some books, and I've got a few fantasy romances on the queue. So why not? There is no better time than the present. It's been a long week and I could use a little self-care, and I want to do all the things that fill my bucket because this week was exhausting. If your week was also exhausting, I am sending you all the good vibes for rest and relaxation. If it's the weekend or if you're nearing the weekend, we all need a break. And so during this break, I'm gonna do the things that I love. Tomorrow, I'm actually leaving with my family. We are going down to Florida for a long weekend trip. And so I'm really looking forward to taking some time to be really present with my family and spend some nice quality time together, and really the days that I'm not at work next week to really honor that and try and pause and not respond to emails and not respond to texts and phone calls, and really respect my time with my family. We leave on that flight tomorrow afternoon. I think our flight is around 2. And so I'm gonna see how much I can read from now until then. I'm currently reading one of the fantasy romances I started yesterday. It is called The Blacksmith Queen, I think. I can't think of who it's by, but I'll put it up on the screen. I got this audiobook on Hoopla. All I can tell you so far is that it's about this family of, I think, blacksmiths and farmers, and kind of unexpectedly, one of the siblings is prophesized to be the new queen of this nation. And kind of with that prophecy has come all of this tension and conflict, and the previous ruling family is on the hunt to try and take out this little young princess to be, I guess. It's interesting. There seems to be some unique paranormal fantasy creatures. There's already been mentions of centaurs, and I think there's something called some kind of witches seem to be about town. Don't know where this is going. I went into it kind of blind. It was just on this, I have a list of all these backlisted fantasy romances that I want to eventually get to. So this is just one of the many that just happened to be available. And I'm liking it so far. I don't love the writing. I think I wish instead of it's third person omniscient, whatever. I don't know anything about literary text, but it's basically it's not from any one character's point of view. And I think I wish it was different chapters from different POV characters. The way it's written, I always feel every start of the chapter I'm confused about who everybody is in relation to each other. It's just feeling a little bit confusing, but I'm only about 30% in. So hopefully as I spend more time in this book and with this audiobook, I feel more adjusted into the writing style and the setting and the world and the characters. So far it's okay. Not loving it, but I'm not liking it. So I'm gonna keep listening to that. I'm definitely gonna order food. I'm gonna order takeout tonight because I am exhausted and definitely don't feel like cooking. And then I'm gonna do some house chores, pack, kind of see where the evening takes me. So welcome to the reading vlog. I am excited to read. So I will check in with you when I've read more of anything. Okay, hi guys. It's been an hour-ish, maybe a little more so later. It's about 6:15 now, and I've read a little bit more of the book, and here are my thoughts so far. One, I don't love the audiobook narrator, and I think part of it is the audiobook narrator has an American accent, but the way the book is written, for example, I feel like I have cat hair. The author And the characters say things like ma and mum and da, like me da and things like that. And it doesn't really suit an American accent. It's like kind of irritating me, but it's not the end of the world. Other than that, she's fine. The plot is picking up a little bit. So like I said, I think in the first clip, this story is about this family, and it's like this younger sister who they realize has been prophesized to become the new queen of this kingdom. And so now the two older sisters, one of them is a war monk, some kind of necromancy type magic, and the other one is a blacksmith. But she also like kind of, does she talk to horses, or she's really good with horses and animals? I feel like there's something witchy going on there too. And she's an excellent fighter. And so they're going along with this other group of characters on this quest, on this journey to bring the younger sibling Beatrix to this like group of witches to, I'm not totally sure what. We're on a quest. I'm intrigued, at least. The character dynamics are pretty interesting. Like this character Beatrix, there's something off about her, and I don't know what it is, but I'm very interested to see where this goes. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen next. I've taken care of a lot of house things. I vacuumed and wiped, and I started my laundry, and I cleaned my cat litter box, and I played with my kitty cat. And so I'm feeling really accomplished for a Friday evening. And so I think I'm gonna keep this momentum going. I might go on a little walk. There's a little like street festival every other Friday in my neighborhood. And so I might like peruse around there for a little bit. Maybe if I can muster the enthusiasm and energy to leave out the house. I did change because the clothes I was wearing, I wanted to wash so that I could pack them. So I'm in comfier clothes. So the likelihood of me leaving is actually pretty small. So we'll see what I do. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point. That's my reading update. I'm enjoying it. I'm about 40-ish% now. Yeah, now my next to-dos are finish my laundry, order food because I keep forgetting. And honestly, I might open a bottle of wine because it's Friday night. And why not? All right, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. And just like that, my dinner is here. I went for a classic takeout favorite of mine, sushi. I may have ordered more than I need. My eyes might have been bigger than my stomach, but I couldn't resist. Got my two favorites, spicy, crunchy tuna, salmon avocado, and then one of the fancy chef ones with shrimp tempura. I could not resist. Anyways, I'm gonna eat and continue reading. Oh my God, I know the lighting is terrible. I didn't turn on my overhead lights, but holy shit, I knew that what's-her-face was up to no good. Some shit just went down, and I didn't exactly call it, but I knew she was bad news bears. Man. Anyways, I am having a strong emotional reaction to this stupid book, and now I don't know what's gonna happen next. I can't wait. Okay, back to reading. Hello again, it is me. I'm back with a little bit of a reading update, but with a big dessert update. It is just about 9, a little after 9, and I have a real craving for s'mores. And so my mom got me this cute little itty bitty ramekin, one of these Le Stab ones. It's so tiny. And I found this recipe for like a s'mores dip where you put the chocolate on the bottom and the marshmallows on top. And then you cook it and it gets golden. So I'm thinking of giving that a go. I am now about 60% into the Blacksmith Queen. Things are happening, but I don't want to say too much because I don't want to accidentally say big spoilers. I am still very intrigued. There's a lot of political machinations and maneuvering going on between the characters. And so it really has me with lots of questions and lots of wonderings about who's going to come out on top. Although I do have a hunch. I know where it's going to go, but I don't know. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So I'm gonna keep reading. I'm definitely gonna dig into the s'mores dip whenever it's ready. And I'll check in with you guys at the next reading update. Oh man, this looks so good. I tried to make the top like extra charred because I like a burnt marshmallow, but as you can see, my charring attempt was subpar. But I'm gonna dig in, keep reading, and continue to have a delightful, fun Friday. All right, hello. It is just about 10 o'clock and I am starting to get tired. Waking up at 5:45 in the morning for work, man, it turns you into a grandma real quick. I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, woof, it is late. All that to say is that I think I'm gonna head to bed soon. I'm gonna shower, brush my teeth, do all that stuff. But I did wanna top the evening off with a final reading update. I don't know what percentage I'm at, but I just finished chapter 17 or 18. And I'm really pleasantly surprised by how much I'm enjoying this. It's really fun. I'm really intrigued by the world building. I'm so curious about where things are gonna go. I love all of these fantasy creatures and races and beings. They're really fun. Like there are these dwarves and like I said before, these centaurs, and I think there's elves and there's witches. So I am having a really fun time like getting to know all those different communities and characters and creatures. It is really fun. I also just realized my oven was cooling down, so sorry if you could hear the fan. And also sorry if you can hear Frances. She is living her best life with one of her favorite toys, and I recognize that it is loud. Anyways, I wanted to pop in here before I kind of showered and start winding down for bed to say thumbs up. I am really enjoying myself with this book. I'm going to keep listening kind of as I meander and eventually fall asleep, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is just about 9:30 on Saturday morning, so the next day. I read a good chunk of the Blacksmith Queen kind of last night as I was laying in bed, and I have thoughts, and I'm gonna share them with you, but first, I need to make some coffee. So I'm gonna do that, maybe make a little breakfast, and then after that, I will check in with you and share all my thoughts because I'm about 80% in now. So I'm really having fun with this story. That's the gist. The main idea, this to sum up any thoughts I might share with you in a few minutes is this is fun. I'm really enjoying myself. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna make some breakfast, make some coffee, take you along for the morning because I leave today for the airport. And yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, I have made my cup of coffee. I finished packing and doing all of the household things, you know, that you want to do before you go on a trip, like empty out your trash and go through your fridge and water your plants and like all that stuff. So I've done all those things. Now I can relax, drink my coffee, wait for my Uber, and I can tell you guys a little bit more about the book. Like I said earlier, I'm about 77 to 80% in. I know that it's part of a series, but like I can already tell that there's not going to be resolution to the conflict brewing in this one. Definitely kind of a setup book because our like main protagonist hero group is on this journey to collect allies and build their army. And we've not gotten too far with it. Like we've had some wins, we've hit some bumps in the road, we've met some more fun fantasy creatures. This book honestly feels like I am reading a D&D campaign. It really does. Like every character is kind of its own like race of creature and has their own abilities and strengths. When shit comes up, like each one kind of has a way to figure it out or is the one that has the idea or can solve the problem. So yeah, it is giving me strong D&D vibes and I'm not mad about it at all. As I've read more and more, I'm really enjoying most of the characters. A lot of the characters feel pretty complex. When at the beginning I was worried everyone was just going to be really one note and really predictable. But, you know, some of the characters have some unexpected depth, which I really like. One of the characters is a little like naive and sweet and, cares for others, but she's got something underneath that I think is going to come out either at the end of this book or as the series goes on. So I'm feeling pretty hopeful. And yeah, the kind of war that's a brewing, I'm here for. It's really interesting. So overall, I'm having such a fun time with this book. I really wasn't expecting to enjoy it. I went in totally blind, not knowing what it was about. I don't know if any of the people on BookTube or Goodreads or in my friends group, I've not heard of this book much. It's been a total pleasant surprise. I'm going to continue listening to my book, drinking my coffee, and I'll update you again if I read anything else before I get on the plane. And if not, I'll see you later.